Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today is September the 3rd, 2025. And we'd like to say thanks to all of our new subscribers. Thanks for liking the content. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for sharing the content. I hear, all the time, I push you guys to encourage others to invest in their future. You have to pay yourself first. And the only way you can pay yourself first is either through investments, 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 right? It can be real estate, it can be your own business, it can be the stock market, but you have to pay yourself first. Okay, guys? So, with that said, let's get down to business. As you all know, I'm a 52-year-old man that makes video about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So do not take this as financial advice, okay? Because my portfolio is a little bit more on the riskier side. So I tell you guys all the time to pick up your own strategy. I'm just here to encourage people to invest, okay? Because my investment style, I've been able to be successful and do a lot of things in the past few years, especially in the last 2 years. So if you do my investment style, you do it at your own free risk, okay? Because there's the potential to lose a lot of shmoney. Okay, guys? So let's get down to business, all joke aside. Today was a crazy day in the market. Okay, the market, when I woke up this morning, I read the news and all this stuff. It said, oh, the market started up as a high. Yeah, if market pre-market was crazy, it was good, right? But as soon as the market opened, this thing took a dump and it went down and it didn't come back up. It did come back up, but then, at some point it went up to, I think it was like $2,000, $3,000. I think my portfolio up like 3 grand, and then it took a dive and it didn't come back up. So anyway, Berkshire Hathaway, Apple, Google, in the end of the day kind of went up because of whatever, but it went up towards the end of the day. Tesla, Broadcom, who else? Amazon, Costco, McDonald's, Netflix, Waste Management, Home Depot, to name a few, are in the green today. The reds, we got Microsoft, JP Morgan Chase, AMD, Nvidia, Oracle, P&G, what do you call it? Exxon, CVX, the usual red guys. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, I read today, um, to name a few. Okay, there's more of them in there, but just to name a few, guys. Okay, I tell you guys all the time, man, you got to invest. You have to invest, okay? Because if you don't invest, that 1%, 2% that you might get from your checking account or some growth account might get 4%. Yeah, 4% is okay, but you have to invest for 30, 40, 50 years to be able to live off of that. Okay? But if you want to be a little bit more adventurous, pick up stuff on a little higher return, 15, 20%, 10%. I mean, I don't think that's bad, right? I don't think that's bad. But you do what you gotta do. Like I said, I'm just here to encourage you guys to invest in your financial future. All right, crypto, Bitcoin is 12 $112,000. Ethereum is at 4,400. Okay, Bitcoin is up in the last 1 hour, 0.21%. Ethereum 0.16% in the last hour. Everything, most of the stuff here seem to be up in the last hour. Doge 1%. Tron is down 0.02% in the last hour. Cardano is up 0.37% in the last hour and is up to 84 cents per share, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, for the crypto. And let's see, Shiba Inu is down to 23 and is up 0.17% in the last hour. Okay, this is just the name of a few of the crypto guys. You guys can look all this information up if you want to. Bitcoin is still the biggest man out here. XRP is now clearly number 2, and USDT is number 3. So long as it's moving up, and then BNB is also moving up. Okay, guys. Now let's look at my portfolio here. As you can see right now in the after hours, it is climbing back up. We up 0.01%. That's just make me chuckle. It's funny, right? But We still have some cash in the portfolio. I haven't bought anything yet. Still have some cash in the portfolio, which is cool. I don't know what I'm going to buy, but if I was to buy anything today because of dividend, I would have bought it. But I didn't buy anything today. I just haven't been in the mood to pay attention to my portfolio today, like the way I normally do. We finally finished with my hours of work, so I'm getting back into the normal transition mode of what I need to do, my day-to-day activities at work. So I haven't really been paying a lot of attention to the stock market, especially yesterday and today. Okay, guys. But as you can see, I didn't purchase anything new because if I do, I'll let you guys know. Even if I buy an existing position, I'll let you guys know. Now I got $32.01 in here. We might pick up some stuff between now and Friday. Okay. All right. So let's go to. I didn't even open up my other portfolio, but I only got one position in there. Let's see. PLTY. Do I have PLTY in here, or did I sell out of it? Let's look up PLTY. Let's see what it is. Okay, so PLTY is down today. Is that red? And it's the only thing I have in my other portfolio. So instead of me logging in, I can just put it up from right here and we can get some information in a second. Okay, so it's down 67 cents today, and right now it's kind of finding its way back up. And I do have some PLTY in this portfolio. As you can see, $800 and some dollar portfolio is down $160.89, 15.90%, 15.90% down. Okay, it's a small part of my small portfolio. It's a big part of my small portfolio. Okay, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay. So back to my cash management portfolio. The market is down. Everything is down today. At some point, I was like, yes, we're going to recover from yesterday. And we were doing good. We were there. We had some 300 some, 3,000 something. And I was like, okay, good. Now I can focus on other things. And then I accidentally click on something and my portfolio popped up, right? And I was like, oh, okay. This one right here, I accidentally clicked on it. It was already open and it popped up. I was like, oh, okay. It's going to be one of those days. And that was it. I mean, like I said, I'm not buying nothing. I'm not selling nothing right now. So there's not much to do. I'm hoping that we get some normal consistency back into the market before I sell. But if that doesn't change going into the end of this month or mid-month, then I would have to sell. Because I'm going to get a loss anyway. But I'm trying to, bring down the amount of money that I would lose if I was to sell right now. Okay? My boys in the hood, we just look at their portfolio and we're going to look at it to the tracker also. And it's down, overall today 11% total. And my big boy portfolio, let's see what the big boy portfolio is going to do today. It's down also. It's down, but I mean, 2,500, 3,000. This is 3,000, but we're actually down $2,500, $2,600 in that portfolio. So we haven't updated fully, but this is where we are. And like I said, we're not losing any money. So for me, well, not any money. We're not losing crazy money, right? Where in a day I will lose 7 or 8 or someday $20,000. My portfolio will just drop. That's hard to swallow. Okay, even though emotionally I'm detached from my portfolio, but it's still looking at it and be like, oh man, another 20 grand, another 10 grand. Back in the day, I don't know if this story, how relevant this story is, right? But when I wasn't making any kind of money, little money, we used to brag about how much money we spent to fix our car, right? And that's sad. That's sad, right? Be like, man, I take my Mercedes to the shop and I got to spend $3,000, and you're barely making $3,000 a month, but you're spending $3,000 to fix a, 7, 8-year-old, some of your time, 10-year-old car, right? But I mean, you're trying to flex when you don't have it. But at this point, I don't care. I wouldn't care less what I drive. At some point I used to drive a what you call the car, Isuzu is Suzuki Rodeo. I used to drive that old car to the club back in the day because I didn't care. I got to the point where I'm making enough money and I didn't have to impress anybody no more. It's the same with this with my portfolio. Okay, it's not to impress, it's not to brag, but it's to encourage you guys. And I tell you guys all the time, don't pay attention to my portfolio. Right now it's down big time, right? We adjusted that again, and then we have more tariff issues, and then it went back up. And then August, of course, August the market usually suck, right? And now we're in September where it's supposed to start to pick back up. But hopefully the first week or two is always not great, but we will see if it will pick up in the month of September before we get to October. Because if not, we will be in worse shape than we are now. And, be like, well, maybe I should have sold a month ago. Or should have sold 2 months ago. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm trying to see what works best for me. Okay? Like I said, this is my portfolio. I make decisions based on what I see and what I think is going to happen. And sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm wrong. Okay? But I'm right more time than I'm being wrong. And sometimes I foresee things going to happen and I make moves against it before it happens and I end up in a good place. So, I'm just going to hope that it's one of those things I can make similar decisions. Okay. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I do. Learn from my mistakes, guys. Okay. So this month estimated income, $34,000. I haven't even checked today to see what's paying what, but 37K. If we can do 25,000 this month, I will be happy. With all the changes that has been made in the portfolio, if we can do 25,000 this month, I will be happy, extremely, extremely happy, because not only that we are paying down our margins, right? But we are paying our debts, but we're paying our margins. I said that back. Not only paying our debts, but we're paying our margins. We are close to 55% in our favor. So I'm still using 45% of margin right now. And guys, this is good because I was way down. I was like below. The number was reversed, right? Where I was using like a 60% margin. Okay, so in the last 2.5 weeks, I have made a lot of changes to adjust my margin. Like I said, I'll be more comfortable when I get margins down to between 25-30%. I'll be more comfortable there because I don't have to really worry about margin calls. So it's a work in progress, but hopefully, like I said, if the market turn the right direction, they will help the portfolio immensely because everything gonna go back up. That will help the portfolio. But if it doesn't happen, we're still trying to pay down our margins and keep it moving. Right now, estimated income is $480,000 for the next 12 months. That's August to August, or August to July, whatever. This is where we are right now. So I think it's a good number. 10-year. We're still at 10.5, so that's not bad. 10.5 estimated in the portfolio. It's not bad at all. Believe me, it's not bad. I think it's a good number. And like I said, we started to get half of that in 10 years. But in the next 5 years, which is half of this, is 2.2. And if we do half of that, 1.1 million in the next 5 years, that would be amazing, guys. And guess what? With all the stuff that been happening in the portfolio, my portfolio is down all this much. Your boy's still a millionaire, okay? I haven't lost my millionaire status yet. And you guys know I just purchased another property. So, of course, that I paid cash for. So, of course, that increases my net worth based on the value of the property. Okay, guys? And whatever upgrades I'm going to make to the property going to increase the value of the property. Not by much, but it's going to increase the value of the property. So, my net worth is going to probably go up another $75,000 to $100,000, which is amazing just based on this real estate alone. Even though I took some of the money from my Roth to pay for the property, but it's good to have another pay off property in the net worth. Okay, that's 3 of them, right? 3 pay off properties, guys, and I finally decided what I'm gonna do with this land I'm gonna get in Atlanta. Okay, I finally decided what I'm gonna do with this land. And guys, y'all know I have multiple YouTube channels. So if you like hearing and listening to the retirement stuff, what I do with all the money that I make up here, check out my other channel, Retire in Rome. It's my other channel. It's one of my other channels. Okay, Retire in Rome is my other channel. Okay, so check out that channel, subscribe to the channel, support your boy. And that's my retirement channel. I primarily talk about retirement stuff, how to spend all this money, my cost of living while I live in Colombia, all this good stuff. Now that I purchased a new property, my cost of living actually is going to go down because I pay cash. So I have to pay no more. I got to pay rent. So now the money that I pay rent for, that's like food money, so and that's gonna go down also. Okay, guys. So I've been yapping enough. Okay, remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Okay, I'm just trying to encourage you guys to invest in your future. And what more encouragement can I give you than for you to see what I'm doing with my money actually that I'm making on this here channel that I make through investment right now on the channel. YouTube paid me what, $50 a month. So I'm not making the money off of YouTube. That's why I leave this thing at a default settings so you guys don't get all the commercials when you're watching the videos. Okay, it's on default. That's it. That's all I can do. Best I can do. Okay, but we're gonna continue to build and grow the channel the best way we can. And with that said, guys, I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing day, amazing Wednesday. We got 2 more days for Friday. Okay, we got tomorrow and then the next day is payday. So come Friday, I'll be getting some money into my portfolio. And I have no idea how much money coming to the portfolio. So your guess is just as good as mine. How much money is going to be coming to the portfolio? Okay, guys. So with that said, I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing day. And we're going to do this again tomorrow. Peace out.